What up, Hubbers? LPlays here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Toyn Gama, homeworld of the Jipper Colony. And of course, the Jipper Colony counts themselves a very good friend of the Galactic Hub and all of the explorers out there that want to explore peacefully and have a good time together. So this is our original starter planet, the base location of the Jipper Colony hub. It's a beautiful red paradise planet, and we'll see when the sun rises just how beautiful this place can be. But we've got a pretty nice little view of some of the forest and trees that you can expect when you come to visit Toyn Gama here on this little floating island. And there is quite a nice little variety of different types of trees as well. We've got 12 different types of creatures, and right now I've only discovered 11 of the 12, which is crazy, but I do need to find that last one. So far we've got some cool rare crabs on this place. We've got some giant sea serpent things, which are pretty scary. They are predators, but of course nowadays they don't seem to attack you unless you initiate the fray. Which is all good news, because I'm a bit of a coward. We've got temperate weather, low security sentinels, generous flora, and copious fauna. So on all accounts, this is quite a nice little place to come and relax, explore, and of course, build cool things. Let's take a dive off of this place. Woo! We've got loads of these giant mountains as well, which is something I quite like to jump off. I am in creative mode right now, playing on my PS4 Pro, so I don't need to worry about danger at all, which I think is probably the best way to sort of showcase a planet, right? It might not be the most fun way to play, because the little element of fear is always fun, but definitely for this purpose, for showing off what we've got here, and also when you want to build stuff, creative is definitely one of the ways that I like to play. There is a lot of stuff that's already been built on this place, and this is the whole world on all platforms, on all systems, so PC, Xbox, and PS4. Jippers from the Jipper Colony are making their way out to this place on all of them in all game modes, and building cool stuff. There are some problems right now with the network play, which is a little bit sad, because I know for a fact there are at least a couple of bases around here, so when I put the hub on, I can see comms beacons and things, but people's bases aren't showing up for me properly yet. Some do, some don't. And over in the corner there, you can just about see this huge, hideous-looking ramp section just going up into the sky. And that is actually my exocraft ramp. So I went to the top of one of these mountains, and I decided to build a nice little amusement area for anyone coming to visit this place. And I built a set of stairs just zigzagging up as high as the game would let me get them. So I don't think it's the absolute max height that you can get to, but for whatever reason, that was as high as it would let me build. So this actually goes up really high, and you can just take your exocraft, or go on foot if you want to, and jump all the way off the top, and that's something I quite enjoy doing. Jumping off of high things is a lot of fun, as long as you don't do it in real life. So yeah, this is Toyn Gama. Let's pop back in the daytime and really show this place in all of its beautiful glory. Okay, so here we go. This is Toyn Gama in the daytime, and what a freaking beautiful place it is. There's something about the color combinations with the beautiful red grass, all of the crazy blue plants and flora, and just these weird little patches of really dense forest that I love so much. That's kind of why I like this place more than most of the places I found so far in Next. I like walking through these really densely populated like forest areas. There's something about that, the magic of just kind of stumbling through and looking up above the canopy and just seeing the sky. I don't know, there's something special about that, you know? So this was kind of a no-brainer for me. As soon as I found this place, I fell in love with it. And that's how we ended up with Toyn Gama as the Jipper Colony hub world. And please do feel free to visit, to come here, to explore, to build, to create, to share things with your friends, and just have a good time. That's kind of what the Jipper Colony is all about. We're a traveling colony, so we won't just be pinned down to this one place. We kind of go out and explore things. And our main mission is just to explore, discover, and build. That's what we like to do. That's kind of the foundation of the Jipper Colony and what we're all about. We're not into the combat stuff or anything like that. If people want to do that, that's fine. I mean, you can have some fun with that. But for me, exploration is where the magic of No Man's Sky is. So that's kind of what we wanted to do here with the Jipper Colony. And hopefully, the Galactic Hub can appreciate that too. There are some cool things that I do want to show off in the daytime about this place. There's some really interesting terrain on this planet. Some of the stuff that's been added in Next has really kind of blown me away, and I feel like planets in general are just way more interesting to explore now. I used to touch down on a planet and it would be absolutely beautiful and I'd take a few pictures, walk around for a couple of minutes and then want to leave. But something about the scale and the density and just the detail in all the little pieces of terrain that they've added now makes exploring one planet just so much more rewarding. So I've spent a lot of hours on this particular planet and many of the planets I've found since the update dropped. And there's a couple of things that I want to show off that have kind of added to that, and of course the first one being the freaking forests, which are just like, wherever you look, whenever you see things like this, like that's the kind of thing that I want to find. It is a ringed planet as well, which was almost pure luck. I hadn't even realized that when I first picked this as the hub world. I just fell in love with the colors and the trees and the oceans and the water. But yeah, the ringed planet is a nice little touch, especially for when you're taking screenshots, which is something some of you might know that I love to do. It's a bit of an addiction that I'm finding very hard to break, and I'm not too sure I want to break, so yeah, there is that. But let's go take a look down at the beachfront. This is one of the reasons why I love this planet so much. It has the forest, it has the beautiful colors, it has the vibrant creatures and flora, and everything about it just seems cool. And then it's also got these beautiful, clear, crystal blue oceans, which is just, I mean, what more could you want, guys? Let's go. I want to get there, but oh, I'm hoping. Yes, okay, this is one of the other things. So before we get to the beach, we're going to see one of the other things I love now about next, and this planet in particular, is these crazy, like, ashy-looking charred craters. I don't know how they got here. I don't know if it was meteors that landed and caused these. I don't know if it was some kind of ancient attack. But it left these gigantic craters, and the scale of these is quite crazy, especially if you play as a little tiny teeny Gek like me. Standing in the middle of one of these things is kind of like, whoa. You just get stuck in here and not be able to climb out. But yeah, there's something about the, I don't know, I find these super interesting, especially on beautiful grassy planets. They kind of break up the terrain, and that's one of the things that makes it so interesting to explore on them. So yeah, I'd definitely come and visit, and I'd like to see some cool bases that use the craters. So if you are out there, you are like me and you like to build cool stuff and get a bit creative, let me see what you can do with a crater as the area that you want to build a base in. I feel like there's some interesting possibility there. We've also got the lovely beachfronts, and this is something that has improved drastically with next, and something that I love so much about Toy Gama and most of the beach planets that I found with Ocean. The beach and the shoreline has improved drastically. Like, this is so believable. I could come down here, have a little Gek picnic on the beach, and just wade out into the water, not go too far. I've only got tiny legs, so Gek are quite prone to drowning, but but it's still a nice little place to come and sit and just watch the sunset. And that's one of the other things that I kind of love now, just coming down to nice little spots on a planet. And that's like, that for me feels like it's something new. There always used to be cool places you'd find on a planet, but now there are just so many unique places within a single planet that really stand out to me. So you have your like favorite spot on a particular world, and that, I don't know, that seems quite special. It makes it feel much more personal and alive, I guess. But let's take a look at the ocean. So this is one of the other things that I love so much. I'm probably not going to be able to find something really cool right now, because that's always the way. Whenever you try and show someone something, it never happens. But there are some really cool underwater cave systems on Toy Gama, and it can be quite surprising, because a lot of the ocean is kind of like this, pretty shallow, nice plants and stuff underneath. My little Gek shadow. Adorable. We do have some ocean creatures too, which is really cool. It kind of ticks all the boxes for me. The only thing missing to make this the absolute perfect planet, for me particularly, is a Diplo. If we had a Diplo on this planet, I don't think I would have ever even imagined a better planet. So yeah, almost perfect. But yeah, definitely a good starter home for the Jipper Colony, and definitely a welcome tourist spot for any of the G-Hubbers out there that would like to come and say hello, leave a comms beacon or build a base and interact with some of us. I would definitely be very happy to see that, and I can't wait to come and visit the new Galactic hub, the new Lennon area, as soon as I get my portal glyphs all sorted out and I can actually get over there. Look at these things. Get out of here, you crazy fool. I'm trying to make a video. They look kind of weird, don't they? They're like floating gloves. I don't know what I think about these creatures. I like the big sea snakes we have here, but these things are kind of bizarro. But that's good. You want some alien stuff. So yeah, this is Toy Gama, guys. Hopefully you have liked this little tour. I haven't managed to find an underwater cave, which is as I suspected. But that can be a nice little Easter egg, because they are quite hard to find. But I found a few really cool little underwater cave areas, usually in the side of mountains as well, which I don't know, I don't know if that's something that happens on all ocean planets and stuff, but it seems really cool when you just find a little cave spot in a mountain, and then it ends up being a really nice little underwater cavern area. Definitely some cool ideas for base building in there as well. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It was nice to make a video for all of the Galactic Hubbers out there, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care, guys, and peace.